Welcome to the Room of Truth. I am Queen Doro and I'm here with your tarot card for today. And it's a minor arcana and it is the Eight of Cups. Now, for those of you that are studying the tarot, you will know that the cups are normally tied to emotions and emotional matters. So the picture that we see on the front of this card, well, it's a figure walking away and the 8 cups are behind them and they're walking to a horizon. So the horizon is barren and bare. Now, if we look at the symbology of this, actually, before I start this reading and the interpretation of the cards, I'm going to do something that I don't normally do. I'm going to ask you a question and I would like you to think about it. Okay? Are you ready? The question that I have for you today is, what do you really want? What? Is it love? Is it money? Is it a good job? The reason I ask this is because, dependent on when you have found this video, is it whilst you're thinking about where things might be going at work, where things might be going romantically, where things might be going in your finances. And the reason I ask this question now, and I'd like you to think about the answer, I'd like you to think about what you really would like from life, is because this card signifies walking away. And it's a card that normally when it shows in a reading, it's telling me that someone is prepared to give everything up that they have worked for. This is why you've got the cups here. The cups are all the belongings. And they may be saying, I've got to the top of my career and this isn't quite the job that I thought it was going to be, or I've had enough. It's time for a complete different direction, a different change. If it's to do with your romantic relationships, then it normally means that you are, you're not 100% happy in the relationship that you're in. I'm trying to find diplomatic ways to put this. You may have been asking yourself questions lately about what you're getting out of this relationship. Is it what you really want? Is this person the person that you really thought you wanted to spend time with? Are they the right person for you? And it's a card where you literally are questioning your life. You're questioning aspects of your life. And because this is a generalized reading, I'm unable to tell you the exact nature of why you've got this card today. But if I were doing a reading for you today, then I would be able to look at the cards around it and tell you what else I see. Oh, this card's come up and the card before it is work related and the card after it is work related. The whole of your reading has been geared towards work, because when you shuffled the cards, you thought about, where am I going to be work-wise? What is my situation? That sort of thing. And this card would be surrounded by other cards that would give me an indication as to what you are looking for and the guidance that you might need from me. So this card on its own, in a generalized reading, tells me that you either are planning to leave the relationship that you're in, or you are staying put in that relationship because you are afraid to make a move. You are settling, possibly for second best in your life. And I'm going to tell you now that you were happy before you met this person, and you can be happy again. And maybe, settling for second best. No, 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 don't do it. You deserve more. You deserve better. You deserve to be living your best life. Whether this card is related to you at work or personally, I'll get to work in a minute. But if it's on a romantic level, no, you deserve to have someone in your life that excites you, that loves you, that gives you their best self too. So if this is in a relationship, you are either thinking of leaving, you're unhappy in it, you're not being true to yourself, it's unfair to them too. They may be thinking that you are the love of their life, and inside you're thinking, I don't think that this person's good for me in the long term. Maybe I'll just stay here until I find somebody better, someone else, anyone else. But not right now, because I'm afraid of being on my own. No. Don't do that. Because you see, whilst you're in a relationship with somebody that is not the right person for you, your energy is closed, your horizons are closed, and it means that the new energy for a new person can't come into your life. And if you were to be dishonorable in this relationship and think about cheating on them so that you can be with somebody else, then you will carry that energy, that karmic energy, forward. So I urge you to reconsider that carefully. Think about, that's why I asked, what do you really want? If this relationship is what you decide you really want, then for goodness sakes, pull your finger out and start working on the relationship. I've said this before in another video where I said that a relationship is like a garden, and if you don't tend the garden, the plants will either die off or weeds will overgrow the area. And a relationship is very similar. If you take the person for granted, if you don't give them the best of yourself every day and expect the best from them too, then you're not living your best life, and it's wasting your time and the other person's. Okay, so that's the relationship element. Let me think. If it is to be related to your work, then something very similar could go along. I'm going to say similar lines, is this job really the job for you? Are you going to work Monday to Friday, Monday to Sunday, whatever days you're going to work? And are you going to work solely to pick up the paycheck at the end of the month or at the end of the 2-week period, whatever your pay arrangement is with your employer? You're slowly dying a slow death. Is this what you thought when you were at school and you were a child? What do you want to do when you grow up, darling? Oh, mummy, I want to insert the job that you're doing, and I'm going to do it forever and ever and ever, and I'm going to hate it. I'm going to just go every day. Oh my goodness, kill me now. No, I mean that as a sort of like, don't kill me now, don't kill anybody now, don't use any violence. But what I'm saying is like, oh my God, no, please don't make me go back to work. I don't want to wake up again and go back to that job. Come on. We've all been there. So maybe it's time to think about what you want out of your job and your work. Sometimes taking a break, a holiday, can help, and it will give you a new perspective on it and open your eyes, and you'll be able to come back all refreshed and yay, I love my job again. Or it's going to be a case of whilst you're away, you're on holiday and you're just dreading coming back. You don't want to go back. In which case, you know this is not the job for you, and it's time for you to get out the newspapers, put your resume out there, do your connecting via LinkedIn. I mean, I say newspapers, I mean, you know, maybe you're on a beach somewhere on holiday and you can have a look at a newspaper whilst you're on holiday. But, you know, strategize about what you want and then change it. Make things better. Decide whether you want to cut your losses and move on. If you don't, then stay where you are. But really, you know, be honest with yourself. You deserve better. You could do a job much better if you actually thoroughly enjoyed it. It might even be the ideal time for you to just look for a new direction, okay? Now, finances. Sometimes life is not about money. I've worked in various industries through my career, and I've reached the top in several of those industries. And at the end of the day, I was a slave to my work, and I was a slave to the money that came in, to the point that the more money that came in, the more I spent, the more money I needed, the more money I brought in, the more wonderful things I could have, the more wonderful things I had, the more things I had to carry around with me every time I moved home, every time I moved country, every time I moved new job. It became to the point that I was like a hamster in a hamster wheel. And then one day, this isn't about me, but I'm saying this so that you can see maybe you fit into the same area. I got to the point where I just realized I had absolutely everything, except the things that really mattered. I had enough money to buy whatever I wanted. I had servants that were able to work for me. I had enough clothes. I had designer clothes if I wanted. I could look in a magazine and literally buy anything on any page. I had the toys. The toys, by that I mean, you know, I had the use of Maseratis. I had private jets, private yachts. It's the dream life, and it's a completely unreal, surreal life. And after a while, you get used to it. And then you start thinking, wow, what am I doing here? What is my life about? You can't hug things that are around you. Yes, you can go out and hug your car. You can hug your house. You can hug a beautiful sofa that you may have bought that's designer, that's been flown in, especially from Italy, whatever. But at the end of the day, it's still something that's material. And this card says, when you get to the material thing, are you doing your job just for money? Another element to this is, have you been spending a lot of money lately on expenditures that you don't really need? I mean, I can't tell you how this card relates directly to you. It's a general reading, and the fact that you are listening to me today tells me that one of these elements is important to you in your life right now. You may have been thinking about, you know, what have I got to show for my life? What is my life about? What is the purpose of my life? What is the true meaning of my life? Why am I here? And sometimes it's a surprising answer. And sometimes, like this person, it means you walk away from whatever it is that's not making you happy. If it's not really making you happy, whatever it is, whether it's a relationship, whether it's money, whether it's your job, life is about the experiences that we have. And when you start having experiences that speak to your heart and speak to your soul, that's when you really start thinking that you are living. And that's when life becomes a wonderful, wonderful time for you. Yes, whatever your new life might be, you are going to have ups and downs. That's the way the cookie crumbles, as they say. But if you are in a position now where you're in a dead-end relationship, dead-end job, and the money is meaningless to you, then it's time to shake up your life a bit and look and think about what you want. Make sensible decisions, make legal decisions, and welcome a happier, better you into your future. You have been given the heads up with this card that you can change your future. Today is today and tomorrow is a whole new day. In fact, in the next minute that is coming is a new minute, and the next minute and the next minute, and so on. So you have the opportunity right now to change things for the better. Now, if that card has resonated with you and you enjoyed my interpretation of it, then do like the video, subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. Join me on Facebook. I have a group called The Queen Doro. Come and find me on there. I'll be very happy to give you a personal reading, and it would be an honor and a privilege for me to help you make some decisions. I won't make any decisions for you, but I might be able to look into the energy that's around you and the circumstances and the possibilities and opportunities that might be coming up for you, and help you guide your way through life, because sometimes we all need guidance. So on that very positive note, I wish you a beautiful day, a super day, and I'll say bye for now.